Pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
26.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
First down. Hey, Delta.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back one.
48 to Mike.
Plant.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check 48 to Mike. I got it.
Inside.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Hey, take 26.
48 to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Charlie.
They let you play.
Green again.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 48.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
48 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
48 to Mike. Check.
Now Rodgers to throw on third down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. On first down, Ingram. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 30 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Line 36. Line 36. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Get 300. Get 300.
41.
Five.
Man, that's trash.
Hey, we're not going.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanting to put it away.